Hi guys, and welcome to this first video about how to keep quails. In this series I will show you the basics about keeping quails. I've seen a lot of videos where people keep quails in small and unsuitable cages. Keeping quails in cages with only water and food and with floors made out of mesh is just cruel. If you don't have time to clean your cage, just don't keep quails. So I decided to make a video how I keep my quails. It doesn't have to be expensive or taking in a lot of space, but there are some points you have to take into account when you decide to keep quails. Here you can see my quail cage. It's almost entirely made of free pallet wood and some cheap mesh. I made two areas, an outside area and an inside area, so the quails can shelter during rainy days. The inside area is elevated to create storage space and easy access. With a sliding door I can lock up the quails in one of the two parts and easily clean the other part, without worrying the quails will escape. Inside I use sawdust and wood chips, because it can take up a lot of moisture and the quails love to dig into it to find food. For the outside area I use sand, because they love to take sand baths to clean themselves and it dries quicker than sawdust or wood chips. Quails forage most of the day. By creating a more natural setting with plants and rocks you can support this natural behavior. It also attracts delicious insects for the quails and creates suitable nesting spots to promote natural breeding. The outside area is removable and can be opened from the top for easy access. The stairs is made of two boards, one with small notches and one to keep the quails from falling off the sides. It works perfectly. And at last I have some other useful tips when you build your own quail cage. It's important to design your cage in a way you can approach your quails from the front instead of from above. The main predator of most quails attacks from above. Approaching your quails from the front will reduce stress and is less likely to initiate flight response. In distress, quails can jump pretty high. However, it's a myth that keeping your cage low will make sure they don't jump and injure themselves. It's better to prevent jumping, and if they jump, that they have room to escape. In areas with cold winters, it's important to have a winter home ready or design your cage in a way the quails can stay warm during the winter. Quails are pretty winter hard, but with temperatures below freezing point, I suggest to bring them inside. Make sure that the temperature inside their cage can drop below freezing point. For warm climates, on the other hand, it's important to make sure the cage is placed in the shadows, so the quails don't overheat. For the mesh size you should use the smallest possible, especially when you have baby chicks. They are so small they can push themselves through very small holes. Creating an elevated area or some boards around the bottom will prevent them to escape. The best way to keep quails is in duos or trios. It depends a little on the male. If the male mounts the female a lot, it's better to get a second female, so he will not focus his attention only on one female. A second female can significantly reduce the stress on the other female. An indication of an over-enthusiastic male is when bald spots appear on the female's head. And lastly, make sure you have enough space for quails to walk and also avoid each other. If the quails can't avoid each other and don't have enough space, they will get stressed and start feather packing. This will reduce the quail's health and cold resistance. Other enrichment like plants or dirt to dig in can also reduce feather packing. I hope this will help you design your cage and keep and breed happy quails. Thanks for watching. For more videos, like and subscribe. Bye bye.